Hello, I'm David from Active Middle-Aged Life. Thank you for joining us again today.
Hello, I'm Emily. Today, we've prepared a topic that middle-aged runners are very curious about.
What topic is that?
It's the perfect running plan for middle-aged runners. Part 1, the secret of the 3+2+2 system. Many people want to start running but feel lost about how to plan it.
That's right. I also just ran without any plan at first, but I realized later that a systematic plan is necessary.
So today, I'll tell you about the core of a customized running plan specifically for middle-aged runners, the 3+2+2 system, based on scientific evidence.
I'm really excited. Then let's first learn about the characteristics of middle-aged runners.
Yes, the biggest characteristic of middle-aged runners is changes in recovery ability. According to a 2019 Sports Medicine Journal study, recovery time after exercise increases by an average of 30% starting from the 40s. Also, muscle mass begins to decrease by 1 to 2% each year, so a completely different approach from when we were young is needed.
So we can't run every day like when we were young.
Exactly. And middle-aged runners also need to consider metabolic changes. Since basal metabolic rate decreases by 10 to 15% compared to the 30s, calorie consumption decreases even with the same exercise.
Then, does exercise effectiveness also decrease?
No. Rather, we need to approach it more smartly. For middle-aged runners, exercise quality becomes more important. For example, while young people could run for 1 hour, for middle-aged, 30 minutes of high-quality exercise can be more effective.
High-quality exercise?
Yes, it means exercise with proper form, appropriate intensity, and sufficient recovery. That's why I recommend the 3+2+2 system for middle-aged runners, running 3 times a week, strength training 2 times a week, and 2 rest days.
Why is this system particularly effective for middle-aged people?
Great question. Another characteristic of middle-aged runners is joint changes. As cartilage thins and joint fluid decreases, injury risk increases. So running alone isn't enough, and we need strength training to protect our joints.
The 3+2+2 system, how is it specifically structured?
The core of the 3+2+2 system is balance. 3 runs improve cardiovascular function, 2 strength training sessions strengthen muscles, and 2 rest days allow the body to recover. This way, you can exercise continuously without injury.
Is this ratio scientifically verified?
Yes. According to a 2020 American College of Sports Medicine study, running 3 times a week is the optimal frequency for middle-aged runners. More frequent leads to insufficient recovery, and less frequent reduces effectiveness. And strength training twice a week is most effective for maintaining muscle mass.
Then how is the 2 rest days determined?
It's the result of analyzing middle-aged runners' recovery patterns. The first day after exercise is partial recovery, and the second day is complete recovery. That's why 2 days of rest is most effective.
What are the specific methods?
Great question, but I'll tell you about that in detail in the next episode. Today, let's focus on why this system is necessary for middle-aged people and how it works.
So today we're learning about the principles and effects of the system.
That's right. First, let me tell you about the effects of 3 runs. Basic running improves cardiovascular function. Interval running builds strength and speed, and long-distance running enhances endurance. Combining these 3 makes you a perfect runner.
What special effects do each type of running have for middle-aged people?
Great question. Basic running improves cardiovascular health, which is middle-aged people's biggest concern. It lowers blood pressure, regulates cholesterol, and strengthens heart muscle. Interval running is particularly effective for metabolic activation. It reactivates the slowed metabolism of middle-aged people.
What about long-distance running?
Long-distance running greatly helps with stress relief and mental health. Middle-aged people have a lot of work, family, and financial stress, and long-distance running naturally relieves this stress. It also builds endurance so you can live more energetically in daily life.
Then what effects do the 2 strength training sessions have?
Strength training is as important as running for middle-aged runners. It stabilizes running posture, prevents injuries, and prevents muscle mass loss. Core strength and lower body strength are especially key.
How does strength training help with running?
The most common injuries for middle-aged runners are knee pain and back pain. Strength training prevents these injuries, especially when core strength increases. Running posture becomes stable, reducing the burden on knees and back.
Why are 2 rest days necessary?
The biggest characteristic of middle-aged people is slow recovery. While young people needed just 1 day of rest, middle-aged people need 2 to 3 days. So we need sufficient rest for the body to fully recover.
Should we do nothing on rest days?
No. Inactive recovery is more effective than complete rest. Light walking, stretching, yoga, and other low-intensity exercises. This improves blood circulation and speeds up recovery.
It's really systematic. Then how long should we follow this plan?
You need to follow it at least 3 months to see effects. But for middle-aged runners, sustainability is most important, so you can adjust it to suit yourself. The important thing is consistency.
What changes can we expect after 3 months?
Great question. First, physical strength noticeably improves. You'll be less out of breath when climbing stairs and feel more energetic in daily life. Second, muscle mass increases, raising basal metabolic rate. Third, stress management ability improves. And finally, confidence grows.
I'm really excited. Are there any precautions when starting this system?
Yes. First, don't be too greedy. Starting with 10 to 15 minutes of running is sufficient. Second, listen to your body's signals. Overdoing it can lead to injury. Third, it's easier to continue when you do it with people around you. Finally, celebrate even small achievements.
Is the system suitable for all middle-aged people?
It's suitable for most middle-aged people, but there are some exceptions. People with heart disease or joint disease should consult a doctor first, and people who have never exercised should start more slowly.
Then how should people with no exercise experience start?
Great question. Exercise beginners should start with walking. Start with fast walking 3 times a week for 20 to 30 minutes, then move to jogging after 2 to 3 weeks. And start strength training with light stretching and gradually increase.
Today we learned the basic concepts of the 3+2+2 system, and it's really systematic.
That's right. This system is a scientific method that perfectly considers the physical characteristics of middle-aged runners. In the next episode, I'll tell you in detail how to specifically execute the system.
What topic will we meet with next time?
Next time, we'll learn about the perfect running plan for middle-aged runners, Part 2. Complete guide for 3 running days. I'll prepare specific methods for basic running, interval running, and long-distance running, and intensity control methods.
I'm really excited. Then see you next time.
Yes, we'll be back with active middle-aged runners next time.